with y'all? Fully focused. Back out of the building, another video, right? So by the time I'm recording this, I think I'll drop this the same week. Yeah, I got this the same week. So I'm going back to college, right? College is starting, or already started for most people, especially throughout the US, especially I would say within the last 2 weeks of August-ish to the beginning of September. So back to school time. Not just necessarily within college, but high schools, middle schools. Obviously we in Massachusetts, so Massachusetts time's different. Everybody's not back to school. My fault. I had to make a turn. So I guess this would be a video mostly college students, but we can apply this to high school students as well, especially during back to school. Everybody, well, this is men in particular, men, right? Men's focus, especially when they're in their youth, is that they tend to follow the crowd, right? Focusing on the females. This happened to me especially when I first went into college, right? The females were a big part, and then a few semesters after, I only really stopped. I would say maybe 2020. I was always locked in on my studies, but personally, like, I never really made it even into my mindset. I didn't even let it enter into my state of mind, my state of flow. Starting fall 2020. Now I may have been on an internship after, but especially during this semester now, it's like it's not even relevant, right? It shouldn't really be relevant into your minds. Partying and all that, is cool and all, but minimize these distractions that everybody that this typical crowd thing is still going. Me, I detached myself from pretty much people who I used to hang out with. Now I'm introverted, man. I something that I always like to have been. I'm only with select few people. I enjoy company by myself, and from time to time, I still get the vibes, like I still want to go out, have fun, party, and all the day and stuff, but that feeling, it's more of a come and go thing, right? So especially progressing, hopefully everybody's been building up this summer, becoming the best version of themselves, trying to put in the work. It's especially tough now, because even though we have this Delta variant that is out, COVID-19, there's still restrictions. Now that we're fully back on the campus, people are still going to deem it as COVID didn't happen. So it is what it is, but that shouldn't stop you from being on your ground and being on your purpose, right? You want to maintain your focus no matter what the surrounding is. College, high school, your grades are your priority, and it comes first and foremost. I know that's an obvious thing, but putting in the time and dedication, right? If you want to receive that A, you gotta focus on what your areas and deficiencies are, i.e. what subjects that you, within this upcoming semester, the school year, that is gonna be trouble. And you have to put the time into it, because school is an investment at the end of the day. School gets you into a career or into a job, even though they say, oh, it's not guaranteed and all that. Having the degree and knowledge is still useful, because you then want to apply that right knowledge, right? And that's what wisdom is, applying the knowledge and info that you know. So, the more you maximize on that, the better it is that will pay off into the future, right? It's part of your due diligence in life. Now, I get it that some people are not really for school, not with school. Some people don't even, if you're even in high school, right? If you're in high school, you don't even think about going to college. If like you're upcoming senior, you want to do a trade, but still maximize on it. This is free knowledge that should be granted, and we, especially in the U.S., we take that for granted. We really do take that for granted because not everybody has the same opportunities as we do. It's just that we are so accustomed to our standard of living is that then we think, oh, it's just like, an average day. But looking back on it now, even though I wasn't the best student, I didn't really care about homework. I still don't care about homework, Sometimes I was complaining the other day, man, I got homework, I got this, I got that. I wasn't messing with it, but at the end of the day, I'm acknowledging the opportunity, right? I'm getting grants, even a couple loans, for what I'm taking, and be blessed with the opportunity because God has granted us another day to live, and we are fulfilling. We're not wasting that time. We're fulfilling that with a meaning, obtaining knowledge in order to apply your impact, right? That is something that's important. School tested to your ability to focus. Are you able to get the job done? That's like a testament. That's not a testament, that's a test. Apply that pressure to yourself to see if you can get that job done. If I exerted, this effort and this focus onto something that may be even difficult for me, but if it's difficult for me, how far can I push myself? Can I push my limits? Can I become the best version of myself? And it helps you not only get that mental focus, right, but it gives you tools and tricks in order to apply some learning, something that may be a learning difficulty for you, or something that will help you learn something quick, right? And this only helps you in life because you can apply that right into other areas or aspects of your life, such as your financial. Something that they don't talk about is stocks in high school unless you take like what econ. I don't know about that. Maybe, but with your health, going to the gym, right? You have like exercise physiology, maybe a class on that, high school, or you're taking that course, then apply it and then use that, even though you don't have the degree, you can use that for a little side hustle or a little business startup, in the meantime, as you're already learning stuff like that, right? Related to the field. So, it's always good to have school as a priority. People say, oh yeah, don't take that route, but life, like I said, is always perspective, and having that instills the principles, instills the belief system, instills your value system, everything I previously talked about in my previous videos, right? Stop following the crowd, you know what I'm saying? That obviously school is very mainstream, no matter what level. It's very mainstream, right? But it doesn't have to be something that you waste away. As long as you're in school, when you're in high school, you're supposed to be forced to be in school. Unless, you want to drop out and do all that, but, that time that you have, make use of it because you cannot gain that time back. When you do that, you have the self-respect for yourself, right? To put you as a priority, and this instills you, it only helps you get better. Because now, I'm meeting guys from that I used to, hang out all the time, man, and the conversations are just either women, yo, let me buy this whip, and like, when it comes to me, man, I'm thinking about, what can I do to get better, I'm thinking about my workout plan, I'm thinking about my diet, I'm thinking about, how am I gonna get, I gotta get this another job right here, you feel me? I gotta think about how I can maximize my income, diversify my income. Think about your stocks, man, and I'm not saying eliminate women, right? or eliminate all this. If you're into partying, I'm not saying eliminate that, but you know, do that towards your free time. Do that towards maybe not making it more of an occasional thing, but just something more of a you know, just a once in a while thing. You know what I'm saying? You can take a dip at the pot of gold sometimes, right? But don't over dip, right? That's like this previous video I just dropped, the law of diminishing returns, right? Putting too much into that, it's only really going to be a negative consequence, right? We all have consequences, positive and negative. So really how it is, we just have to get better within ourselves, within our mentality, right? Because life is all mentality. It doesn't matter what you have out here. It doesn't matter all that. It's what's in here. And that school portion, bro, I'm telling you, if I could go back, especially in high school, it would be a lot different. I'm pretty sure everybody says that. But I'm in college now, and I'm applying what, you know, my mistakes, what I know I need to work on, what I got to do, and it's only helping me forward, because you can still change your future. Luckily, I'm still young enough at this age to realize that, but other people are young, still neglect the fact what they can do. And when you're a student, especially, you have a lot more opportunities that you don't even realize in terms of internships. You can travel. You can, if you do well, right? You can reap. That's what rewards. The rewards. The rewards. You can travel, right? Let's say you think about working for a company and you really well. If it's your first internship or co-op, right? Then, you know, it may be somewhere local, right? But then you can go somewhere down in Atlanta or Georgia or Florida, and they could pay for your housing or something like that. If the company does that, or you could go find maybe you have a family member down there. Go there, and then you'll be able to work for the company, and then you'll have experience, and then you'll have exposure. You meet new connections, man. You get to go out and see different places. People will want you when you do want yourself. What do your desires want? It's like I'm tying all this back in, bro. It's not clicking. But anyways, that's the message I really wanted to say today. So 1% better every day, right? We're fully focused, and we got to be faithfully committed to greatness at the end of the day. So in order to achieve that, get your resources right and utilize the fuck out of it. I'm telling you. You don't want to make a regret or a mistake and be like, damn, I should have done that. So keep grinding, y'all. And the young bucks, get after it. Hustle. Peace.